I was in Toys R Us the other day looking at the toys in their millions all under one roof, when the bloke in there said, "Have you seen that film about the female vampire?" And I went, "Do you mean Female Vampire by Jess Franco?" He went, "No, not that one. That's rubbish. I mean Vamp." Vamp is a horror comedy much like Night of the Creeps, and it was released in 1986. Directed by Richard Wenk, unlucky, it's about two college blokes in a bid to join a fraternity, make a deal to supply a party of all kinds of things people at college like doing, which is drinking and drugs and shagging. Of course, it won't go to plan, but how bad will it get? Let's find out. Straight in with no nonsense before. Nice touch there. Chris Makepeace, I wonder if Dempsey is in this too. The film starts with two blokes being escorted by all these people in robes. I wonder what's going to happen to them. Maybe it's a sacrifice. Turns out these two are about to be hung. Maybe they're journalists.
Supreme test of immortality. A rope. Now!
It turns out they're not journalists, and it's not the olden days. It's a test to join a fraternity. This is Keith and AJ. It doesn't matter which is which, it's irrelevant. But they've decided instead of trying to hang themselves to join the fraternity, they're going to hire a stripper instead. That should be simple. If only they had a car to get one, and some money. They need to go and see Mystery Ming's uncle.
A pleasure helping you guys out. Can I call you guys? Great. Oh,
Mystery Ming's uncle decides to help because he hasn't got any friends. He's probably been eating the locals' cats.
This is fantastic! Hey guys, I'm psyched. Let's party. Hey, where are we going? Doesn't matter. What counts is that you're my buddy.
So that's why he doesn't have any friends. It's because he's fucking annoying. We all know people like that. It usually happens when they leave PA. They eventually reach the city to find a stripper. Watch out for that truck.
AJ, watch.
Still going? Eventually it stops spinning in a seedy part of town. Happens to the best of us. They find themselves in a diner, and just as they're about to leave, an unwashed rabble turns up, led by, well, an unwashed.
I just closed.
You just opened. Again.
Don't do that. I'm not kidding.
Watch out for those teeth. Naturally, because there's black ladies involved, there's also knives. They have a little scuffle, and then they manage to escape. Keith and AJ and Mystery Ming's uncle finally make it to the strip club. I wonder what beauties await them. Stripper with a hard hat on? That's health and safety gone mad. She must have taken her high vis off already. At this point, a familiar face pops up. It's Michelle Pfeiffer's sister again. Thankfully this time without John Cusack's anvil-faced sister with her. Christ, we don't need to see her in a strip club. We don't really need to see her anywhere.
I would like a slow, comfortable screw, a beer, and one for my buddy for a week.
I know I gotta get it fixed. It drives me crazy.
It drives you crazy. You don't remember that. I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life.
Calm down, Mystery Ming's uncle. At this point, the chief stripper comes out. Core. With waitresses like that, she must be good. Not what I was expecting. It's Pennywise the Clown. No, it's not. It's Grace Jones in whiteface.
She's dead.
I'm not sure if he's speechless or just speaking in Chinese. Meanwhile though, Keith or AJ is round the back with his strippers. He's trying to bargain a deal for the fraternity. How's he going to get on? Unfortunately, he's faced with Grace Jones.
Because I can see that you're a professional. And I like working with professionals. And I like you. I can see you like me too. Whoa. Wow.
I wondered where the rings from my oven had gone. After 5 minutes of a naked Grace Jones, which no one wants to see, licking this poor bastard, it all ends with her revealing her true self. Yes, she's the vamp. Poor AJ or Kevin, that awkward moment when you'd wish you'd just worn the noose instead. She never did this in A View to a Kill.
That's it. One number to get into a frat. Except now I don't care. All I want to do is find AJ and get back to school.
AJ! Not Mr. Dynamite. You guys still hanging out? I knew it. Yep. Come on. I bet you he'll remember me.
Michelle Pfeiffer's sister is adamant that she knows them from school, but they don't remember her. Don't know why. But anyway, he needs to go and find his mate, Keith or AJ. He's probably thinking the same as us. Is his mate in there? He then goes with Michelle Pfeiffer's sister to find his mate at a hotel. There's something very odd about this. This isn't going to go well.
Wait!
Now he's lost her too. What a retard. Watch out for that door. Keith or AJ then runs off to find Michelle Pfeiffer's sister just wandering down the road, where he then helpfully explains the entire plot, up until now.
I'll tell you why I'm testy. Today, I was nearly hung. I got into a fight with a psychotic albino. I met a human pincushion in the bathroom. I hit a cockroach, my best friend disappears, and then I'm nearly assassinated by a runaway elevator. I've had a bad day. All I want to do is find AJ and get back to school.
Thanks for that, and you've still got 41 minutes left to do it. Is that the Ghostbusters car? No, it's the unwashed crowd. Get them some lemons. They look like they need some vitamin C.
We be looking for ya.
Hey, Snowball. How they hanging?
Come on!
AJ or Keith then decides to hide in a well-lit 80s sewer. As you do.
Hey, I found my friend.
Well done. This fucker hasn't. Although, if you manage to find yours down there, maybe AJ or Keith will be there too. Whatever happened to Mystery Ming's uncle though? He ain't been seen for a while. He decides to leave the sewer and gets chased by the unwashed gang and then hides in a bin. Maybe now he'll find his friend.
AJ!
Ah, well done. That means the film can end now.
Hey, Bob, where you been? I've been making some progress. The police. Did they get here yet? Jesus Christ. AJ's dead.
So yes, he's called the police and then run back to the scene of the crime. What a dickhead. But at least he's found Mystery Ming's uncle, who's been spending the last couple of hours getting drunk and watching strippers.
It's occupied. There's somebody in.
What? Relax, will you? It was just a joke.
I thought you.
Hang on, I thought it was dead. I'm so confused.
But he looked dead anyway.
He looks real dead to me.
It was in the garbage that.
Your friend here apparently likes to flash his money around. In this neighborhood, that makes him a meal ticket.
Hey, tell me about it. I am a meal ticket.
Indeed, I'll have number 15, number 23 and some prawn crackers please. And the end of this film.
The club, everyone here, man, they're vampires. Can't let you leave. We've got a problem here.
Yeah? Well, why don't we go home? We'll call a doctor or something.
You don't get it, do you? Home is 1,000,000 miles away from me now. Home's another planet. I'm a fucking zombie now!
Ah, so he is dead. He kills his friend again, just as Michelle Pfeiffer's sister reappears and gets told to shut up. Then after that, he figures the only way to get out of here is to start a fire. Of course, we can't have a film without a fire. AJ O'Keefe, Michelle Pfeiffer's sister, and Mystery Ming's uncle all finally escape. What a happy ending. Well, almost.
That's okay with you.
Yep, the Gook is a vampire now as well. Ah, crispy fried chicken. At this point, Michelle Pfeiffer's sister has been taken hostage by Grace Jones. So, AJ O'Keefe has to use a primitive weapon against a, well, you know what. Nice shot. And of course the film ends, but not before they've had a little romantic kiss. As always. Vamp isn't a bad film, but it's also not a good one either. It just sits on the fence. The cast aren't bad and the effects are good, but it's just a bit boring and, well, a bit of a mess. If you've nothing else to watch, then give it a go. It will pass the time until you find something better to watch on your phone. Maybe the next film will be better.
New wonderful Neapolitan dairy ice cream with 3 wonderful flavors: vanilla, strawberry, pistachio. Neapolitan dairy ice cream on sale now.
I was in Rit's video the other day when I saw John Palmer, friend of the channel, who had asked if I'd seen that film about the disabled man who learns to cope with his disability in a heartwarming and Oscar-worthy performance. I said yes, I've seen My Left Foot and it was boring. No laugh, John, as he reached into the 50p DVD sale box. I mean Kung Fu Flid. Kung Fu Flid, also known as Unarmed But Dangerous, is a late 2000s British gangster film about, well, an unarmed Flid. It was released during the slew of films coming out weekly featuring the cast of actors who used to be in The Bill or EastEnders, and were usually absolutely poor, but somehow found an audience of people who didn't like anything too demanding, and where the gaps in the script were filled with the words you couldn't say on EastEnders. How bad is it? Let's see. The film starts with the Flid in question going for a run in London. Lack of other joggers about though. It then cuts straight to some kickboxing between the Flid and a normal person. Who's going to win though? I wonder if straight to video Terry Stone will swear.
Get your fucking chin down!
Of course he will. And the Flid wins. After all that fighting, the Flid heads home to the missus for some hanky-panky, which thankfully is interrupted by their kid, who has normal arms.
I can't get to sleep.
Oh dear. Why don't you come and lie here with us?
Come on.
In the middle of the night, there's a knock on the door and it's trouble. Big trouble, as it looks like the missus is injured and the kid's been taken despite the Flid's best efforts against the gangsters. It turns out the attacker's got the wrong flat and nicked the wrong kid, as we find out in what looks like the Queen Vic, in between the word fuck.
Get out!
Listen, Mary. Fuck's sakes, man. There's nothing I can fucking do. I was by myself.
No.
Please. Barry, come on, man.
Oi, not
for God's sakes, Barry.
Fucking mouth.
Fucking A, man. I couldn't fucking carry it.
Shut the fuck up!
Barry, please, man.
You're talking in your listening period.
You incompetent cunt.
Please.
You, look the fucking door now. Move! You, move! Now, do it now!
What's she fucking doing now?
She's beginning and ending her acting career by the look of it. At the vet's, because he can't take his missus to the hospital, of course, he finds out he's injured the son of a famous gangster, the one who now has his kid. He needs to channel some family-friendly advice from straight to video Terry.
Jimmy, you ain't got a fucking open hell against him. Look at the size of the cunt. All he's got to do is reach out and he's got you. All you got to do is you got to get him off balance. Poke him in the fucking eye, spit in his face. Now get on your feet.
You fucking fight him.
Get up, you cunt.
Inspirational. Meanwhile, the gang boss has taken the daughter back to his house and it turns out his wife is Faye from Steps. Could have been worse, it could have been H. Then Steps swallows a penny and the gang boss has to shake it out of her. Not really. Flid needs to go and find his daughter, and despite being a good kickboxer, he can't manage walls. He's got arms like a velociraptor. The gang boss visits the hospital and explains between the word fuck that he's going to see his son whether they like it or not. And this was before all the nonsense COVID restrictions.
I'm afraid opening hours are very strict, Mr. Windsor.
Opening hours? Opening hours? No, I must have paid for this fucking room.
Okay, well, just calm down, but there's nothing I can do about it today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr.
What? Do you know who the fuck you're talking to?
Really, I
Do you know
don't want to
I pay
put
your
up with
fucking
this.
wages?
I think I'm just going to call security.
I'll go and see my fucking boys. Or anything you said that
I'm
I
very
can't
sorry,
understand.
Mr. Windsor, but... Mr. Windsor, excuse me, could you please...
The Flid hasn't found his daughter, but has found a brothel run by another Flid. With all the representation, this film was way ahead of its time, somehow. But then another tick box turns up and it all kicks off.
Tie his hands behind his back, won't you, love?
What ends?
It's alright. Touch my toes later if you want.
This film is giving me a headache. Thankfully, not long left. The gang boss manages to find the Flid's missus at the vet's, in some plot contrivance I'm not going to explain, so naturally he abducts her too, but forgets to abduct the rest of her clothes.
Do whatever you want. I'll come alone.
At last, a showdown is coming. The new Steps lineup looks shit. This also has to be the longest time in this film no one said fuck or cunt, but I'm sure that's about to change.
Just please let her go. It's me you want.
Don't you dare hand her over, Barry Windsor, or I swear to God I'll fucking kill you.
See what I have to live with?
Oh, come on!
How the fuck am I supposed to cook?
You fucking shoot him! Shoot the lot! Oh, go on! Shoot them!
Concentrate, you ain't even fucking here!
Watch out for the acid. Ah, tragedy. Ah, after all that, the kid gets shot. Oh no, she's right after all. Saved by a necklace. What a happy ending to the film. The film is only 75 minutes long, thankfully, as the mid-2000s camera work and the music isn't enough to give you a headache. It's a standard kidnap plot film made different by the protagonist being disabled, so at least there is that. It's a film that couldn't be made now for obvious reasons, so watch it if you want some bad humour, acting and incoherent plot. It's a bit of fun, but it's not for ladies. Maybe watch it if you've had a few drinks or some Coca-Cola. It might help.
What's the matter now?
Fucking boy, your tits are falling off.
Fucking silly colour before in the first place.
If you enjoyed this video or thought it's slightly less shit than the others, or at least the two films we just watched, you can always buy us a Cuppa on Ko-fi. And thank you in advance if you do. Remember, all these films are available to watch on Telegram if you follow Mystery Ming's channel. Watch out for Flids and Grace Jones.